Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
I'm probably more excited than you, unless you're a Disney adult or just like a fan of Disney, because this new collection from Sigma is absolutely beautiful, and I am a proud Disney adult. So we're going to start off with the collection. I made sure to take like shots of all of it, kind of in like natural lighting without having studio lighting, but they came out with a palette, which is so beautiful. Also, I have a coupon code WHOOP that you can always use. Thank you so much if you use it. It is an affiliate code, so I do get commission. But I'm telling you, when you see this like in person, much more beautiful. So I'm excited to play with everything. Hopefully you can see those colors. Those are true to color. I can see it right now on the camera. But like I said, I have the shots of what it looks like without the studio lighting. Cheek palette with a trio. And I will say they need to do a volume 1 and 2 in a collection because there needs to be deeper shades. That's the only thing I will say, because even sometimes with their light pink shades and cheek palettes that they are pretty light where I don't even think I can use them, and I'm not even that tan right now. But I will say they do have cream blushes and bronzers for all skin tones, but I feel like for specialty collections, we still need to be inclusive and have a volume 1 and a volume 2. 3 lip colors, and some people might think, oh, whatever, but I absolutely love them, even though they're all pretty much a nude or a great fall nude, and they are pretty similar, and I love it. I love these shades. If you love these shades, you're not complaining. Let me show you what they look like. See? If you like nudes, you are not complaining at all. A beautiful brush collection, and there's some embossing in each brush. It might be hard, but like this one is Belle. Yeah. Oh, you can actually see it. These are just like my favorite shades. They're very easy to work with. I love the shimmers. This one is very beautiful. It's kind of like a green brown. Just really great transition colors. I love how they have the pop of purple and pink. Their shimmers are done really well, and I will say like the deeper shades always blend out beautifully. And then like I said, such a beautiful bag. And also, in case you don't want the full palette, they do have a mini one. Thank you so much to Sigma for sending me this collection, and thank you if you use my code. It is an affiliate, like I said. And let's just play around with some makeup. Super simple video. I just wanted to see like the quality of everything and how it kind of performs. We're going to go into this light brown, which is Cogsworth. I'm going to use the shader brush that they give you. I always wish that it wasn't this one, but the more fluffier, which one do I love? E40, and then this one is the E38. It's just a little bit more fluffy. I feel like all of them come with this one. I just love a fluffier one, but it's okay. Not everybody wants to diffuse. And this does have more precision, I will say that. It's not like you can't blend. It just takes a little bit more time. I will say out of all the brands that kind of do like collabs, I feel like ColourPop does a lot. And I do like their collabs that they do, but I feel like Sigma's are always very elegant. Like they're really special as opposed to other brands. And not talking crap, but I'm just saying, like, I just feel like the quality, what it looks like, it's not too kiddish, because I know a lot of people look into that as well, which I totally get. When you're a fan, though, you're a fan, so you don't really mind. But I'm saying, like, for the majority of people, they want something that's more adult-like, obviously, because you are buying this because you need adult money. Kids aren't necessarily buying this. See, so you can definitely blend, just do small circles and just diffuse. It's just that E40 just diffuses so quick, but I can see why they put this brush, because you can get more detailed, like if you wanted to smoke something out or just get inside the crease and not necessarily diffuse through the crease. Just personal preference. I think I'm going to take Enchantress just because it's intriguing me. It's like that kind of green brown. It's like smoky and bronzy. Look at that. That is beautiful. And then I'm going to stick like a shimmer shade in the middle. And they have other Disney collections as well. I think their Alice in Wonderland was really nice too. Be Our Guest, which is like a shimmer. And we're just going to pop that right in the center just to highlight the eye. See? Ooh. And their shimmers are very nice because there's like never any fallout. Blend it so you don't really see. You don't have to blend it too much because they're both shimmers. Shader brush. This one is the Flat Definer E15. And I'm going to go into this darker shade right here. And we're just going to make a smoky half wing. I have been loving smoky liner. I just think it looks so nice. And also, This does not have to be perfect. Just start towards the bottom and then just start shaping. And then you just clean up afterwards. But see, it's just like very sultry. I don't know. I'm kind of preferring it over liquid liner, even though I love liquid liner. But there's something about this smudged out shadow look that just looks so pretty. And you don't have to use like an eyeliner and then diffuse it, because I feel like that's very common. Yes, it is. I also do it. And I will say the longevity is great, but this looks just as good. And I feel like this doesn't fade as much unless you touch your face a lot or your eyes. Then I would use a gel pencil with the shadow over. Just clean up with some concealer instead of wasting like a whole makeup wipe. So beautiful and soft. And it's still giving you that wing effect. Try it. If you haven't converted, try it. I feel like I only use this brush to cut a crease or shade underneath my eye. But this is actually making it so much easier. Like, look how fast that was. My Lash Princess mascara, one of my favorites in waterproof. Go watch my recent video. I posted 6 products under $6. Their new blush is so good. It's like, it reminds me of almost like the Dior blush. It just diffuses, but it's so much better because it's like 98% cheaper.
Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we provide the rest. Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. After all, this is from our guest.
I'm going to use the brush. This one is called the Angled Foundation. Any of their foundation brushes, amazing. I will say though, I used to love Sigma sponge and it's not my favorite anymore. They kind of changed the material and I remember they like revamped it, but I think it's to make it more sturdy. But I kind of like the old version, and this was like years ago. So I will say, out of all the things that I don't like, because I know I'm always praising them, I don't really care for their sponge. And also their brush cleaners, the foam or the gel. I don't find them to be that effective. I feel like I'm using so much product because they sent me stuff to try out and I'm using so much. I'm always talking and praising about Sigma, but yeah, there are some cons. But their brushes, damn, I picked the wrong primer. This primer is not going well with my NARS. And I know people are like, oh, their brushes are so expensive. They always have sales. I have a coupon code, but you know what's so wild is that they have a 2-year warranty. And they also upgraded their packaging because back in the day, they would just come in like a little plastic sleeve. And that's how they were shipped, like in like a little envelope thing. But now they're shipped like in a full-on plastic protective box where it's like nothing's going to ruin the bristles. Another way I love using the foundation brush is for bronzer. Even though this is like a flat brush, you can still use it. And I just take the excess foundation and push it in with the bronzer. So it does a more diffused look and looks a little bit more natural, like I am carved. And I love the way how it performs. I actually don't really use contour brushes anymore. Only like the NARS one with the NARS bronzers, but I usually am just using my foundation brush now, so I don't have to use too many. At the rest of my face, I usually do cream blush like 24/7 now. I even set my bronzer with just my setting powder. I usually use cream blush, but since we have these powders, I want to make sure I don't use a cream blush and then put this on top. I just want to go straight into this. I'm going to go into this shade right here, and that is Something Sweet. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. I am the person who at the end of the night is like, I want something sweet. I'm going to use this brush right here, and this is called the Powder Sculpt. So ideally what I can do is I can go on the flat side and go into the blush part and then use the tip for contour, FYI, just so you know. Let's see. That's pigmented. Okay, good. We like it. But I'm not retracting my statement. I still need a volume or a series 1 and 2 or whatever, you know, for the collection. We still need it. Damn, this blush is beautiful. I'm not impressed by a lot of blushes lately, but this one is it. It's like one of those, those ones that I just love, okay? And I'm a blush gal. I have always been. Back in the day, I used to be made fun of by my friends. Like, girl, do you have enough blush? I would take out my blush brush. Yes, I would bring it with me and the blush, but I would just take my brush and just start putting it on in front of my friends and they would just crack up because I'm like, yeah, I'll put more. Watch me. So now I'm actually going to turn it around. Like here, let's do a swatch of the more... This one looks like it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Beauty Within. No, not really. Like a sheen, actually. This one has little glitters, but you can't tell. It's not popping up. But this one is pretty. But I feel like that's going to be more of a topper. So let's top one of the cheeks. Yes. Okay, yeah. It gives a deeper hue and a little bit of a sheen on top. Okay, I actually like that too. I'm just going to use the tip of this brush because it is clean. And we're going to go in with Lumiere. Let's see what this is going to do. Right here. That's perfect. And then let's do the other side. Ooh, very lit from within. We love that. This is the type of glow you want. Not the one that just sits on top of your skin and gives you extra texture and completely erases your skincare regimen that you do every night. You guys ever put on a highlighter and you're like, wow, now I have like gravel on my cheeks. I get so pissed. So now let's try, not me trying to get in character, look at this shoulder pal I just bought the other day. I just found it the other night. So it comes with like a magnet. I haven't taken it off yet. But look how cute. They also came out with some bell ears at Disney, but I was good. I try to be good. I'm like picky what I buy. And I just always like to look forward to stuff too. Also, letting my hair grow out, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the lived-in balayage DIY. Let's try on these lip shades. I'm going to start with the lightest one, and this is in the shade Bonjour. Bonjour, right here. It's 3 mini for $29. Okay, I like that. Let's do the next shade. Spellbound, right here. Spellbound, that's the one that's more taupe. This one has like a little bit more like peachy pink in it. And then this one looks more mauve. And this one's called Adventure. Yeah, see, this one's more of like a mauve raisin. This one has more taupe. And this one has like more like that peachy nude. We're going to go for the taupe. No, I put on... Okay, this is the first one, Bonjour. It's more like your typical nude. This is the taupe, Spellbound. Ooh. Bonjour, Spellbound. See how like they're very similar? I kind of like that. Hydrating. I love it. I will say the blush really surprised me because usually that's why I was like, oh no, they need a series 1 and 2. I still think it, but I like it. I think it's such a beautiful collection. And also the shadow palette, it's amazing. I kind of want to try out this white shade right on the inner corner. Let's just use the pinky. Let's just stick it in there. Ooh, that's like a pretty sparkle. Just right in there. Give a little glitter effect. That's stunning. I love it. I really like this collection. I think this is more of a collection, say for instance, as opposed to the Alice in Wonderland. I don't think everybody's going to use those colors. This, a lot of people will get use out of. It's done very beautifully. So if you're one of those ones that just like to collect and let it sit there, that's fine. But I feel like you're going to get the most use out of this one. Even Glenn said, oh, those are your shades. And I said, yeah. I love how the lippies are a lip trio. And I'm glad it's the hydrating ones because usually they've been coming out with just like the matte liquid lipsticks. Let me know, are you a fan of this collection or do you think they did it right? I think it was done beautifully, tastefully. I think adults are going to love it. It just looks very elegant, like I said, compared to like other collabs. Even though I love ColourPop and other brands and their collabs, but Sigma, there's just something about it where it's very classy and you don't feel like you're buying kiddie makeup. I'll link everything down below. Again, thank you so much in case you use my affiliate code, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah! Thank you for being my guest today. Be my ghost, be my ghost.